Hi, this is James Melendez, James, a wine guy. And first of all, I had to flick the lights on the ceiling here to get a better light exposure on the videos. I just thought they were too dark, and this is midday, and in San Francisco, it has been just really the darkest summertime, wintertime is what we call it here. And I thought, we're not gonna have much of a summer with sunny days or winter with sunny days, and maybe our fall time, which is usually our what we call our Indian summer or just summertime is may either be totally like this or can be completely blazingly hot. At least hot for us is that it can be 90 degrees, but there's no air conditioning in almost any apartment or house in San Francisco, so it can be a little bit of a challenge. I'm ready for that, and actually not ready for heat. I just really want a little more sunshine, but there's always sunshine here in a bottle, and that's always a thing to look forward to. So today we're going to review Sattui. This is a Zinfandel 2008 from Black Sears Vineyard and Howell Mountain, Napa Valley, and this is 15% alcohol content. Turn the back panel around so you can see a little bit of the story copy here, and a really nice announcement here saying that this is a call out, shout out, that this is a 125-year-old establishment, or established 125 years ago is probably the better way of phrasing that. Now, when you look at that, you automatically think, Prohibition. And Prohibition really, when you think about that, it really played and wreaked havoc with vineyards in the United States. And say New Mexico is a huge producer. And after Prohibition, it just completely went dormant. And it's pretty sad when you have this heritage of this occurring and then it just declines rapidly. I think there might have been some vineyards in New Mexico that actually survived because they were for sacramental wines. Otherwise, when you look at that, the uptake on this, the rebirth didn't happen until the late 1970s. So it's taken a long time to get steam back, and it's not where it was pre-Prohibition. But that's a really interesting thing, and it's thought-provoking. So when I see that statement, I think back and hearken to those. What was that period like? So we'll see the Ken Burns documentary later this fall time and see what he has to say, and what the scholars are going to point out how interesting this period of time was. Glad I wasn't there. What would I do without wine? I think it's just it's a blessing from the planet and Earth and from the people who make it. So I'm just grateful to be here and now. This wine, I'll take a little taste and tell you what it's like. Now, Black Sears also produces wine or produces fruit for 7 other wineries, and I'd love to line up each of those bottles and to try the same vintage and see what they're like. I'm sure there's a common thread between each of the wines, but there would be something different. There's an artistic standout on each of those wines, and I'd love to try that. So that's the goal. I'm going to try to do that one of these days. So I'll take a little taste of this wine and tell you what it's like. Beautiful wine, really nice, gorgeous notes. Now on this I'm getting fresh red cherry, autumnal cranberry, white pepper, fennel, scent of lavender and thyme. Really nice notes on this. And for me, this is really that evocative note or set of notes that really tells me it's mountain fruit. Now, when I think of mountain fruit, I'm thinking Cabernet Sauvignon or Merlot. Definitely Zinfandel is in the minority, but Black Sears is very well known. This wine is really very nice. 15% alcohol. It's Zinfandel. Zinfandel, in my opinion, can definitely handle that alcohol. And on the finish of that, the completion of that taste is that it's not a hot wine. Yes, there's a white pepper note, but it's not, there's not steam coming from your nose, and it's not fire coming from your mouth. It's a different characteristic, and it's really suitable. Give this wine a 9.0 out of 10.0 scale. So please follow my reviews on my website, jamesthewineguy.com. Give me a like on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and give a look on Flickr. Thank you very much. Salud.